You see, beauty does not fade with time. It simply evolves. There are 12 undeniable signs that prove just how breathtaking you truly are, and I assure you by the end of this speech, you'll never question it again. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal may forever change the way you see yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, let's explore something that is often overlooked yet deeply transformative: self-assurance. It is not a passing emotion or a temporary act put on when needed. No. Confidence is the core of a person who truly knows themselves, someone who has navigated life's trials and emerged stronger with a quiet but unwavering certainty. It does not beg for attention, yet it naturally draws people in. It does not need to be loud, yet it speaks volumes without words. Confidence is not about flawlessness. It's not about smooth skin, the newest trends, or conforming to the shifting expectations of society. It is about recognizing who you are and embracing every part of that truth. There is an undeniable beauty in someone who no longer feels the need to apologize for existing. This kind of self-assurance, cultivated through years of experiences, victories, and hardships, holds a depth and richness that cannot be faked. When you enter a room, whether you notice it or not, your presence says something. It's in the way you carry your head high, the way you move, and the way your eyes meet others with a sense of calm and conviction. This quiet yet steady confidence does not stem from arrogance or a feeling of superiority. Rather, it comes from a deep understanding of your own value. A value that is not defined by outside validation, but by the relationship you have with yourself. Think about the countless experiences you hold within you. Every scar, every wrinkle, every line on your face tells a story of a life well lived. They speak of joy, of sorrow, of lessons learned, and of cherished moments. Confidence grows when you stop seeing these marks as flaws and start recognizing them as the unique strokes of your personal masterpiece. They are what make you one of a kind, what set you apart, and what make you truly unforgettable. Confidence carries an energy, one that cannot be imitated or forced. It's the energy of someone who understands their worth and moves through life with intention. When you recognize your value, you no longer feel the need to constantly seek approval from others. You stop second-guessing your choices, doubting your skills, or making yourself smaller to fit into spaces that were never meant to hold you. This freedom, this sense of liberation, is what makes confidence so incredibly compelling. Now, consider the effect this confidence has, not just on you, but on those around you. A confident person is like a lighthouse, steady and unwavering, providing guidance and encouragement to others. You may not always realize the impact you have, but your confidence can uplift those around you, inspiring them to discover their own strength. It is not about being the loudest in the room. Often, the quietest confidence speaks the most. A simple look, a genuine smile, or a calm presence can shift the energy of an entire space. Confidence also gives you the ability to endure life's storms. As we all know, life is unpredictable, full of challenges that test us to our very core. But when you possess real, unshakable confidence, you face those moments not with fear, but with resilience. You understand that no matter how fierce the storm, it will not break you. This strength, this perseverance, is a sign of confidence that goes beyond the surface and reaches deep into the soul. It is essential to remember that confidence does not mean never feeling doubt or fear. These emotions are a natural part of being human, but a confident person does not allow these feelings to define them. They acknowledge them, face them, and move forward regardless. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the determination to push ahead despite it. It is the quiet voice that whispers, "I can handle this even when the path ahead is unclear." And let us not overlook the beauty of humility within confidence. True confidence does not boast or belittle. It is not about proving you are better than others, but about being completely at ease with yourself. It allows you to appreciate your own strengths while also recognizing and valuing the strengths of others. This balance creates a sense of harmony, a grounded presence that is deeply attractive and inspiring. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you go through life, remember that confidence is not something you need to search for outside yourself. It is already within you, waiting to be embraced. It is in the way you treat yourself, the way you rise after every fall, and the way you carry the wisdom of your years with grace and dignity. Confidence is your natural right, your quiet strength, and your greatest gift to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to reflect on a concept often misunderstood yet incredibly powerful: grace. True grace is not simply about physical elegance or polite manners. It is a profound quality that develops over time and through experience. It is the quiet resilience that comes from enduring life's storms, the calm that arises when you've learned to release what no longer benefits you, and the dignity that grows when you carry yourself with wisdom and kindness. Grace is a treasure that time bestows upon those who embrace life's journey with an open heart. It is not something you are born with, but rather something shaped by the challenges, triumphs, and changes of life. You may not always see it in yourself, but grace is evident in the way you handle difficulties. Not with panic or frustration, but with a steady composure that speaks to your inner strength. It is in the way you navigate relationships, not with criticism or resentment, but with understanding and compassion. As we age, we often feel pressured to hold on to the energy and appearance of youth, as if beauty is something that disappears over time. But grace, ladies and gentlemen, is beauty that surpasses age. It is the way you carry yourself with quiet confidence and effortless elegance that naturally draws others in. Grace does not seek attention, but it naturally commands admiration. It is not flashy or boastful, but rather subtle and lasting, like the gentle glow of the evening sun. When you think of grace, think of perseverance. Think of the obstacles you have overcome and the wisdom you have gained from them. Grace is born in those moments when you chose to rise above your circumstances, when you chose kindness instead of resentment, forgiveness instead of anger, and love instead of fear. It is the way you have allowed life to shape you without making you bitter, to teach you without breaking you, and to deepen you without diminishing you. There is something truly captivating about someone who moves through the world with grace. It's not about being flawless, but about being genuine. Grace allows you to accept your imperfections as part of your journey. It is the recognition that your flaws and scars are not something to be concealed, but something to be honored, because they are what make you uniquely yourself. There is a quiet power in a person who no longer feels the need to justify themselves or seek validation from others. Someone who simply is. Grace is also reflected in how you treat those around you. It is in the way you listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. It is in the way you extend kindness without expecting anything in return. The way you speak with kindness, even when it is not returned. And the way you uplift others without diminishing yourself. Grace is generosity of spirit, a willingness to give the best of yourself while allowing others the space to do the same. What is truly remarkable about grace is how it transforms not only the way you perceive yourself, but also how the world perceives you. A graceful person has an undeniable magnetism that cannot be ignored. It is not about physical beauty or youthful energy, but about the depth and strength of your character. People are naturally drawn to those who embody grace, because it brings a sense of calm and steadiness in a world often filled with turmoil, and grace is a rare and valuable trait. The contrast between the two, grace is a rare and valuable trait. To cultivate grace is to cultivate awareness. It requires you to be fully present in each moment, to approach life with mindfulness and purpose. Grace is evident in the way you move through a space, not rushed or frantic, but deliberate and composed. It is in the way you face challenges, not with despair, but with quiet perseverance. It is reflected in how you treat yourself with kindness and respect, and how you extend that same kindness and respect to others. Grace is an expression of your inner world. When you have peace within yourself, it manifests in how you interact with the world around you. It is the serenity that comes from understanding that you do not need to chase after life, because everything you need is already within you. Grace is the art of living in harmony with your values, moving through life with authenticity and purpose, and embracing each experience, no matter how small, as an opportunity for growth and transformation. It is important to understand that grace is not about ignoring your emotions or hiding your struggles. On the contrary, it is about facing them with strength and honesty. Grace is the ability to stand firm even when the weight of the world feels overwhelming, to smile even when life feels uncertain, and to continue moving forward even when the path ahead is unclear. It is not about never stumbling, but about rising every time you do. Grace is the essence of wisdom, the hallmark of maturity, and the foundation of genuine beauty. It is a quality that deepens over time, a testament to the life you have lived and the person you have become. Let us take a moment to reflect on the power of kindness. Kindness is one of the most significant and transformative forces in human experience. It is not a weakness, nor an act of naivety. Instead, it is a quiet yet formidable strength that speaks to the very core of who we are. True kindness, the kind that radiates from within, has the power to change lives, including our own. Many profound changes originate from within, and the ability to create positive change is the essence of genuine kindness. Kindness starts as a choice, a decision to see the humanity in others and to treat them with dignity, even when circumstances do not require it. But for kindness to become an integral part of who you are, it must come from a place of sincerity. Real kindness cannot be forced or transactional. It flows naturally from someone who has experienced the full spectrum of life, the joy, the pain, the victories, and the losses, and has emerged with a deep understanding that at our core, we are all seeking connection and understanding. As you grow older, kindness becomes one of the most beautiful qualities you can possess. It is not defined by grand actions or extravagant gestures, but by the small, consistent ways in which you show care and compassion. A genuine smile, a kind word, a willingness to listen. These simple acts carry immense power because they stem from sincerity. In a world often characterized by self-interest and haste, kindness stands out like a beacon, reminding others that goodness still exists. What makes kindness so powerful is that it requires vulnerability. To be kind is to open yourself up to the possibility of rejection or misunderstanding. It means extending yourself beyond what is expected or convenient. Yet this vulnerability is what makes kindness transformative. When you express kindness, you are not just offering something to another person, you are also reaffirming your own humanity. You are saying, I see you and I honor your worth, even if no words are spoken. Kindness is also a form of wisdom. It recognizes that every person you encounter is carrying a burden you cannot see. Life has a way of challenging us all, and behind every face is a story of resilience and endurance. To respond with kindness is to acknowledge this shared reality, to extend grace to others just as you would hope for yourself. It is a way of saying, I understand that life can be difficult, but I choose to lighten your burden even if only for a moment. What is truly extraordinary is how kindness creates a ripple effect. A single act of kindness can initiate a chain reaction, touching lives in ways you may never fully comprehend. A kind word spoken at the right time can lift someone out of despair. A small act of support can restore a person's faith in humanity. When you show kindness, you are not just affecting the individual before you, you are planting a seed that can grow and spread in ways beyond your imagination. Kindness is not only about how you treat others, it is also about how you treat yourself. Too often, we are our own harshest critics, setting impossible standards for ourselves and punishing ourselves for perceived flaws. True kindness starts with self-compassion. It is the ability to forgive yourself for past mistakes, to speak to yourself with the same kindness you would offer a loved one, and to grant yourself the space to learn and grow without self-judgment. When you cultivate kindness within, it becomes easier to share it with the world. Kindness is not passive. It requires courage and resilience, especially in moments when responding with indifference or hostility would be easier. Choosing kindness in the face of hardship, responding with grace when others do not, is an act of deep strength. It is a declaration that you will not be defined by the negativity around you, but by the values that guide you. And let us not forget the beauty of kindness as it relates to aging. With time comes the wisdom to understand what truly matters. The superficial fades, but the way you make others feel remains. Kindness leaves an impression that lasts far beyond physical appearance, creating a legacy of warmth, compassion, and genuine human connection. Appearances or material achievements are not what define a legacy. Rather, it is a reflection of the depth of your character and the generosity of your soul. As you navigate through life, every act of kindness you extend stands as proof of your humanity. It mirrors the wisdom you have gained and the love you have given. Kindness is not merely an action, but a way of being. It is the delicate thread that interweaves the story of your life, connecting your experiences, values, and relationships into a meaningful and purposeful existence. Excluding people goes against the very essence of what makes life beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, there is an undeniable beauty in how authenticity changes us. Being authentic is not about perfection or molding yourself into what others expect of you. It is about fully embracing who you are at your core, the raw, unfiltered truth of your being. In a world that often pushes conformity and rewards superficiality,